Happy Halloween! Are you excited for Halloween? Oh, right in the mouth. Get in, loser. We're going witching. When I was making my cursed pumpkins, I was looking to see if I could find a cool tutorial, something from the ladies magazine. I'm sure they have a tutorial in there somewhere. They really did not. I mean, they didn't even try, you know? I mean, like, come on, Ellen, Ruth. When Ken and I were trying to find a tutorial because we were both looking. What we did find was a lot of really deranged looking imagery though of Halloween decoration. I thought today what we would do is we would look at the most disturbing of Halloween decorations from basically 1880s to about like 1945, I think, and tier rank them. Witchy vintage, slightly spoopy, notebook. For the lowest ranking tier, we're just calling it, it's aesthetic. It would make Rachel Maxey really happy. That's also very long, so we're just stuck with like, it's aesthetic. Level 2, so one level up in the scary cursed level. We just have straight up spoopy. We love a good spoopy moment. Number 3 is it's giving goosebumps. You're in for a scare. I loved reading those as a kid and they absolutely scared the living daylights out of me. Number 2, it's a nightmare. And then finally, it'll scare cryptid. First one is Ye Harvest Supper from Ladies' Home Journal, October 1934. Oranges do very nicely as individual jack-o'-lanterns and filled with black magic ice and accompanied with black chocolate cake will make your Halloween party long-remembered occasion. So basically it's like a Hawaiian ice, shaved ice type of situation inside of an orange. It's probably flavored orange and it's just dyed black. So these pumpkins are, some of them look like grumpy old men and then some of them are kind of creepy. I want to point out though that this cake is not actually an entire cake. They literally just took out slices and then put it in a circle so then that way it looked like a whole cake. Caroline's hiding the rest of that cake in the fridge for herself. I respect that. I'm definitely going into spoopy territory with these because it's not really like aesthetic. It's not something that I would necessarily want to do, but it's not something that's actually scary or creepy. So this is from October 1919, and it's basically how to decorate your entire house for a party. This thing is just so pretty. It kind of reminds me of like a kid's Halloween party, but like a really good Halloween party, you know? Seriously, like how the houses and in Hocus Pocus 1 were like decorated for Halloween. Like it's giving Allison's house sort of vibes. I really, really like it. That's a lot of work that they're saying. And it's really cute. We have pumpkins hanging, we have garlands, we have stuff pasted to the walls. I love it. Kids would destroy it. It would be amazing. For the corner of the fireplace, they have, would you think that a huge cat's head would be made simply by opening a big black umbrella and pasting eyes, nose, mouth, and ears and whiskers upon it? Just look at the fireplace and see. And it is a creepy ass black cat covering the fireplace. But then we have very aesthetic like a black cat decorations. This is the black cat corner. We dig it. This is the familiar corner. We're here for it. The ghost is a talking machine all dressed up with sheets. A ghost story recorded produces a realistic effect, sure Jan, and especially in a darkened room. I feel like that would also scare the absolute tar out of a child. What we had as kids, like in the 80s and 90s for Halloween decorations, like they look so similar that like looking at this is actually really nostalgic and it makes me go, wow, like this is how they were decorating for Halloween parties for like friends and kids and teens and stuff. And it looks just like Halloween parties I would go to as a kid. So it's really, honestly, it's really cool. I love everything about this. This is going into the it's aesthetic category, and that is a compliment because I genuinely just love everything. It doesn't have the date on it. Anyways, it's early 20th century. It's a Halloween table showing stenciled paper napkins, pine cone candle holders, a black cat favors set onto the edge of the water glasses, peanut owls, and grapefruit jack-o'-lantern faces. It's cute. It's not really aesthetic. The pumpkins don't look cute like the other pumpkins do. Like it doesn't get me like really excited. So I'm gonna put it in spoopy. I love these, these are awful. Grotesque effects and Halloween devices, homemade Halloween decorations. At least they weren't lying to you. They are grotesque. The Lollapalooza bird is made from a summer squash and turnips. It looks like she also has some grass stuck in her butt. The banana boat looks like it shouldn't have been included in the newspaper article. It looks like something that Ruby Dixon describes in Ice Planet Barbarians. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And then finally we have candlesticks and shades made from vegetables. looks literally like they're cursed. This is awful. These are grotesque. They would be embarrassing. I'm gonna say it's a nightmare, but it's a close call. So this is a gingerbread witch house that may well grace your Halloween table. The witch's house doesn't just thrill you to see the spicy witch ready to creep into her gingerbread house while the pumpkins stuffed with candies grin at her amid the autumn leaves. Those pumpkins are grinning. They're kind of cute in like a cursed object sort of way. Also, like this whole thing goes into like a tutorial on how to make the gingerbread house, and it's literally like cut out 4 rectangles, put them together. Yay! And I'm like, that's not a tutorial. It's giving me goosebumps because they're kind of silly. So these are tables for Halloween parties by Mary Northend. It's giving daycare. It's giving elementary school decorations. It's like a decoration for a baby shower, but instead of getting a baby, you were going to get a kitten. So some of these are really cute. Some of them are slightly cursed. I'm gonna give it spoopy. I don't really like it, so it's going into spoopy territory. This is some Good Housekeeping. The Halloween salad bowl is the ugliest thing I have seen in a very long time. Take a fine, large, white head of cabbage, cut out the center and cut the sides into decided points. Fill the center of the cabbage with nut and apple salad. Serve, you know that it has like tons of mayonnaise and other weird ingredients in it. Fill with a mixture of 2 cups of celery cut fine, 1 dozen walnut meats blanched and chopped fine, the grated rind of 1 orange, and 1 cup of tart apples cut and diced with mayonnaise. Called it. That sounds disgusting. And then they put it in a cabbage and they made the cabbage look like a cursed dead pumpkin. And it is awful. I kind of want to make one for a party one day and make everyone tell me it looks nice. Make everyone try to eat it, except me, I won't eat it. It's something that would honestly scare a cryptid, because if you saw that in real life, you'd just be like, what is that? Let's go back to another like pretty one before we get to scary ones. This one's just called The Halloween Party. It's again a ladies magazine, late 19-teens, early 1920s. I also love this one. It's a little bit more detailed than the first one we looked at. We have a lot of intense decorations. The tablescape is also super cute. It is giving over the garden wall vibes.
And that's a rock fact.
I think this is really aesthetic, so it's going into the aesthetic one, obviously. This is from 1907, from the Indianapolis Star, and it's Halloween Feast of Fun for old and young, and it's table decorations. And I mean, like, just look at them. Here's the worst one, guys. Here's the worst one. Bam. That's a foot with a face on it. That is some Saw 3 crazy there. No one needs to see that. This is why Gen X and millennials are so up in the head, sort of shit. This is awful. It will scare a cryptid. Why do we need to traumatize people so badly? So this is more stationary. Hints for Halloween hilarities. So these are like some cards, inspiration. Like, look how cute this little pumpkin is with like the little letter in its mouth. It's really adorable. And they have like little poems here. So like if you're inviting people, you can like have little rhymes. On Monday night, if the moon shines bright, join the ghostly band from no man's land. Feel no alarm. We found a charm to keep off harm. Haha. Like, these are just so cute. They're so adorable. Okay, so these are really aesthetic. Oh my God, I would buy those so fast. So this one's vintage. This is from the 40s. And this is straight up more cursed cabbages. Lips are beans. The nose is a green pepper. Eyes are onion slices, green tomatoes, all toothpick pegged. Someone's gonna have to look that in the eye as they sit at that dinner and think it's cute. No, okay, yeah, it's a scary cryptid, because if the other cabbage is scaring a cryptid, this absolutely would scare a cryptid. Says, here's a Halloween table all done out in various appropriate decorations and favors for a spooky party on the bewitching night. The like tablecloth is obviously like a commercial one, and it's kind of creepy looking, like unintentionally creepy. The cat also looks a little like mangy. I'm gonna give this one goosebumps because it's of the same vibe as the like weird oranges. So this next one is an advertisement for fairy lights. It's from 1909, guys. Colored fairy lights. It just was, yeah, and the little witches, they're flying on little lights. It's just awesome. I love everything about this. So this is going into aesthetic for me, because what a, easy to put up, no electrician needed. Noma lights are the colorful sets of twinkly lamps used for Christmas trees and for all festive decorations. You can string them up in an instant, take them down afterwards, and use them over and over again. Furthermore, this ad further proves that you cannot decorate too early for Christmas, and that twinkle lights are valid for the entire fall and the winter season. Don't be ashamed, everyone. Put out those fairy lights now. More tablescapes. You will probably plan on accommodating at least 100 people. Okay, I don't know how popular you think I am. That pumpkin with like coming out of its head is just really disturbing. That's a bit of a nightmare. That thing's a bit of a nightmare. I would see that. I probably would start nervous laughing because I wouldn't know what to do. So this is really cute with the little like spooky ghosties and these little like creatures, these little cryptids here, and they're in the little house and the witches on top. They don't have any decorations really on how to do this. It says there will be peanut shells on the floor and the table decorations will be a shambles when it's over, but the party will be a success. I think this is like super cute and obviously like geared towards kids, and it's not scary. It looks like something that I would have loved as a kid. This is more spoopy. It gives me spoopy vibes, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Okay. The final ones. First, we're starting with this jack-o'-lantern centerpiece. It is elevated on a bed of yellow chrysanthemums, an inexpensive table decoration for the Halloween table. That pumpkin is a thing of nightmares. It has a humanoid nose. It's a nightmare. It's a pumpkin, and I think these are oranges with the faces drawn on them, and they carved out the pumpkin and they stuffed it with apples with oranges. I'm gonna give it spoopy because it's not really aesthetic and it's not really scary. It's just kind of dorky. Whoa, these are terrible. Call in the children to help you. They'll think it's great fun to help make these fun makers. Send for a new booklet, Favors from the Kitchen, so that way you can wake up every morning and be terrified out of your goddamn mind when you see these things. They'll follow you around the house and steal your soul and sell it for a nickel. Final piece, this dumb looking thing. That makes it cute, it's like a dinosaur. I'm gonna say it's spoopy because I don't really have anything else to say about it. So here's the final tier ranking of all the vintage Edwardian Halloween decorations we could find in ladies' magazines and newspapers. If you did actually watch this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed already and you watch my videos, I highly recommend that you subscribe. I upload every other Sunday. And with that, my friends, I will see you all back here next time with another video. Happy Halloween. Goodbye. Glorious, beautiful morning. Makes me sick. Goodbye.